Yes, I got this idea from Simo. And honestly, the idea of this sounds great for a few reasons. Think about it. Yu-Gi-Oh! Has been out for over 25 years. We have more than 10,000 unique cards. Yet a lot of times, we never really use them. So why not restrict ourselves to the first 10 packs and build a deck and upgrade with new cards along the way? For those who are familiar, with each win, whether it be an actual win or a surrender, we will allow ourselves to buy a new pack. And of course, the legacy packs we obtain are fair game as well. We will then use the new cards we obtain from our packs and will upgrade our deck to hopefully something more playable as time moves on. How far will we go? Well, only time will tell in this Pack-gression series. Okay, as of recording, we have a little bit less than 3 days to try to make it to gold before everything resets. I think we could potentially do it. It all just depends on our matchups and what we can actually play against. I did make a few, technically we made a little bit of a modification, right? If we go to our change decks, there's actually two different versions of our deck, Y1 and a Y1127. This is kind of like the more recent version of the deck. We basically just copied the deck and just made some different minor modifications. Honestly, there's nothing super substantial about the change of cards. Like, honestly, just the big main one was the Chorus of Sanctuary Edition. We have a lot of defense cards, and actually rising with Rise to Full Height, again, just give that additional bonus is kind of good. A lot of our times our opponents are never in defense position. Plus, this should not really do any real inherent issues since we can be fine with having, field spells. We're also going to keep in the Twilight Rose Knight for now. We don't have a lot of other decent level 3 tuners, unfortunately. I've also scoured through. We don't have any more plants. We can actually take advantage of it. Copy Knight being the only exception to the rule. And unfortunately, we need to have an established board, right? Otherwise, the whole copy plan is dead without Twilight Rose Knight. While Twilight Rose Knight itself can still be used as a level 3 tuner for all the plethora of different level 3s that we do currently have in the deck. So, with that being said, let's actually jump into it with Y1127. Oh, God, it's Unchained. All right, okay. We could do this. It's probably not Unchained, but if it is, Silver is wild. We're going first. Okay. So, hopefully we can at least draw into something good. Oh, they're blinged out as hell. We got the Assault Wyvern, Extra Veiler, and Clockwork, and Reviver. Honestly, not terrible, but there's just really not a whole lot of things we can actually do. I'm tempted about just... Do we activate the Clockwork Knight? Well, if they do destroy it... No. We're going to hold on to it. Because we could combine a Clockwork Knight with Archfiend of Despair and actually get a 2300 attack monster and reduce everything else by, 1,150? That sounds pretty good to me. And the cool thing, it also does reduce our life points by 1,000 by paying it to recur it back to our hand if it gets destroyed. So it kind of just synergistically works with Megamorph too. Honestly, we'll just set this, see what they're cooking with, and then go for turn. We do have the Extra Veiler, so if they do try to special summon, we can get another body on board. But honestly, we just don't have a lot of information. They're playing a 42 card main deck with a 15 extra deck, so anything is possible. Pendulums. I'd be gentle at least. Yeah, that's fine. Unfortunately, Pendulum Call is really good. It's the one mechanic we still technically don't have access to. They're going with the, oh god, that's a low and a high scale. Yup, that's fine. And also, if this thing gets destroyed too, you could just pop off a lot of damage. But then again, Pendulum Call is going to prevent them from being destroyed, which means we don't have to worry about his pop effect. Is this one that allows them to potentially get a second... Your opponent can target spellcaster monsters with card effects. Face up would leave your field. You can add a pendulum. Okay. So they're using the harmonizing to use it as a high scale instead of getting a special summon from deck effect. Okay. So they're doing a pendulum of oh god, it's sorcerer.
I think we all know where this is going, so let's just skip to the end.
Yeah, this isn't looking good, honestly. Oh, I think they're playing Mystical Beast Jackal. Interesting. Yeah, this is not looking good, honestly. This is definitely not looking good. No, there's no way they're gonna end the board right here because I think they could still use what Perform Hell to pop, right? This card spell check can target 2 cards you can destroy them. Yep. Or even go into that. Heavy foes Metallicaerox. There you go. You can add a Pendulum monster from your deck to your extra deck. Then once per turn, you can target one with the face of card, you can destroy it. Then add a Pendulum monster. They can destroy the Jackal and get a search if they really wanted to, but I'm not sure that's what they're actually going to go for. No, that's fine for now. With Jackal, let's see. Each time a spell is activated, place 2 spells. Once per turn, when a monster effect, you can remove 2. Oh, that's rough, buddy. It's not terrible because they've already activated everything first before they had the Jackal Pendulum summoned. So they're going for the double Iris Magician. Is destroy it, then add. Yeah, that's fine. We don't really have much else to say about that. But is double Iris the one that fusions, or what does double Iris do? Once per turn, you can target a monster you control and apply it. Any battle damage is double. They're just going straight to battle. Interesting. So we're taking, what, 54 here? So that puts us, what, to 26? Or is it 36? 36, okay. Honestly, I didn't really expect this to be the end board. Too bad we don't have a monster that can attack multiple times. So we'll activate the Clockwork Knight. We can use the Archfiend of Despair. Probably attack over this, because this thing is permanent, right? Until the end of this turn. Okay. So they only get the effect once per turn, but they can just start destroying, like, purple Poison Magician and then popping our shit. So I don't really want to do that. So we're going to actually set the dealer's choice and then activate the Clockwork Knight. Goated. So good. We're going to summon the Ancient Mecha Wyvern. Sure, let's call it that. Engrave. We have the... That's actually not too bad. We're going to activate Archfiend Staff of Despair. And then we're going to do this. And then we're going to use the effect. You can target one face-up monster on each... Oh, if only it was a face-up card, because then we can flip this face down and just re-equip it. That'd be so cool. But it's fine. So, okay. Jackal's not even going to be able to just do anything, really. So I think, honestly, the better call would probably be to destroy the Link. So go to combat. And then we're going to swing over with Assault Wyvern onto Heavy Metaphors. Unfortunately, they still have, like, plenty of things they can actually do for, like, Pendulum summoning. So there's really not a whole lot of things we can do. The fact they could just resummon Sorcerer is also, like, really good, too. Go to main 2. You can flip it face down. We can then pay 1,000. We're already so low in life points, doesn't really matter. It'll protect us from the crackback. Clockwork. They could summon Sorcerer. Sorcerer can then pop. Is Sorcerer destroying anything, or is it just monsters? Target up to 2 cards you control. Okay. Yeah, in this situation, I don't really want to do it, but we might have to go for... Wait, they could just negate it with Jackal, right? Once per turn, when an opponent monsters monster effect, you can detach 2 spell counters, and if you do, negate the effect. Nothing ventured, nothing gained. Might as well give it a shot. So flip this face down. We will flip... It's still going to get the reduction anyway, so let's just try to manipulate with the counters. Yeah, kind of figured as much. Okay. We got rid of the counters. At least a few of them. Sure, that's fine. Yeah. Do your thing. You do your thing. That's fine. Yep, not gonna happen. Oh well. End phase. If we could actually get like, not gonna lie though, like getting our first use of Archfiend Staff of Despair in conjunction with Clockwork Knight, I really do like this setup. Like this is awesome. Here comes the Pen Summon. They're probably going to PS1, or is it 2? Yeah, Astro Shock Sorcerer. So that's the choice from the extra deck, and they're going from Wisdom Eye. Yeah, I mean, I highly doubt we're going to take any burn damage, but sure, we'll special summon the extra Veiler. Why not? Or at least attempt to. With him, you can discard this card. Okay, so it doesn't really have like an on-field effect, so Wisdom Eye is totally fine. He already Pendulum summoned. Can Can we actually even draw anything with Dealer's Choice? Fuck it, it's fine. Dealer's Choice. We're gonna shuffle our deck and then draw a card and then discard a card. So whatever they're drawing, they're just getting rid of. And at this point, we're still in response to Mystical Giant Jackal, so just discard the extra Veiler so we keep our Penguin. That's fine. The extra Veiler, that could. It wasn't meant to be. It wasn't meant to be. But I swear, like, I really hope eventually we can actually get some, like, Pendulum summonable monsters. Because we only have one Dynamis card for, like, our Pendulum monsters. If we can get more, then our speed of our deck could considerably increase. Supreme King Dragon. Once particular out of the monster on the field in the grave into the unobtained, it becomes the original effects. Apply it if it does, and it does piercing damage. Interesting. I feel like the piercing is just like a throw-on effect. Yeah, that's fine. Unfortunately, can't really do much on that. Target one other face-up card you control. Oh, yep, there goes the purple Poison Magician. Unfortunately, so now they're going to be able to use that to draw a card and, of course, pop Clockwork Knight. Put in a lot of work actually, so. I can't be mad, unfortunately. So we're gonna be taking 26. Okay. Yeah. Unfortunately, there's really nothing I can do because they already did their Pendulum summon. They can destroy the Clockwork Knight. Everything goes back up. Yeah. Unfortunately, they got it. They even had Skullcrobat Joker too, so the searching is just not non-stop. All right. Unfortunately, GG, but. One thing that did come out of it, though, is just the utility of Despair and Clockwork Knight. Like, it worked good. Lone Wolf. All right. Yeah, we have another PlayStation user. That's great. We'll go first this time, actually. We'll try to go first. Come on. Okay. Ooh. Whoa. This is actually pretty good. We got the Clockwork Knight to make everything stronger. We got the Magician of Dark Illusion back to the front. This is actually pretty good. We could, 15 and 40. Okay. If they're going to go all out, we can set the Penguin, and then we could set the back to the front, and then we can activate the back to the front during the end phase of their turn, special summon the Magician of Dark Illusion next turn, and then activate Clockwork Knight, giving us a substantial stronger monster. So I think that's going to be the play here. We're going to do the tried and true T-set and pass. I don't think I want to get rid of the Clockwork Knight by playing it right now. We're just going with the T-set in the pass. Because I really do like this card in the deck. You can banish 2 fish monsters from your hand, or was that GY? And if you do, special summon it. What aqua is this? This card is summoned. These seem kind of new. Let's see. Special summon this card from your hand to this card. Special you can target one face-up card on the field, banish it, and leave one of the fields. This card is banished. You can banish a fish monster from your GY, and then add this card to your hand. Interesting. Do they just want to have a monster on board? It is level 6. But they have no targets in the grave or anything. Do these have any triggers that resolve when they're banished? If this card is banished, okay, yeah, there's still something they can do. So during your opponent's turn, this is banished. You can special summon it. Okay. It's a tuner. Okay, yeah, that makes a lot more sense now. Pretty sneaky there. Then immediately you can synchro summon 1 fish monster using fish or monsters you control. Okay. This deck kind of seems a little bit, I don't want to say fishy, but I just can't put my gill on it. I'm probably going to hell. Yeah, that's all fine. We're clearly not responding to it. Whatever they summon, potentially you might get lucky and be able to use Penguin to bounce it, but who knows? This is my first time actually seeing these cards, honestly. Goglum, the Spear of the Goatee. At the start of this damage step, if this card battles an opponent's monster, you can banish that card. Jeez. All right. Continue main phase. Yeah. This card is destroyed separately. Oh, man. It's not going to resolve fish. Our entire plan is ruined. Oh, okay. And also this thing can just, you can banish it. Then if they're all in the grave, you can special summon them, banish when they leave. Okay, so it can kind of like cycle out its materials. All right, that's fine. Probably not a whole lot we can actually do in that regard, unfortunately. I mean, that makes sense. They want everything banished anyway so they can resolve their fish cards. So Dimensional Fissure, great for them. Not the worst for us since we don't have a lot of things that trigger in the graveyard. Coincidentally, one of the only monsters we do. It's the only card, but their fish is like, dude, you're just gonna get banished instead. During your opponent's standby phase. Okay, so it's during his standby phase. At least it's not a quick effect. So we could technically summon our Go or Zubaba Gaga whatever you want to call it. If they don't split up their fishes right now, we might be able to get over it. Okay. Oh, that's fair, because we could just activate Clockwork Knight. Okay. But D-Prison, that's going to be kind of a problem, actually. Because now back to square, back to the front is just kind of dead. You target one fish monster you control, one monster your opponent controls, banish monsters until your standby phase. If a fish monster special summon to your field while any card is banished, you can banish this card from your fields, from your GY or spell and face up. All fish you control. Oh, God. They even have a level modulator. Wow. Not only did D-Prison just kind of wreck our entire plans and also this dude just banishing our shit, but also this now too, because now Clockwork Knight is not going to be enough potentially to get over it. Because I'm assuming they're just going to summon back the dudes, right? The tuner and then the level 6. I don't like this. I really don't. During your opponent's turn, if this card is banned, if this card is special summon, you can immediately after this effect resolves. So, are they going to go into a synchro? They're doing it now. Interesting. Huh. Well, I mean, I understand why they did it in that regard and like have the chain link in the specific way. So whatever they're summoning is going to get the boost effect, I'm assuming at this point. Yeah, it is what it is, unfortunately. So yeah, they're going to get their synchro. And I highly doubt that we can actually attack over with whatever they're dishing out, unfortunately. 27. Oh, wait. This card is secret. You can target one fish you control, and then one card your opponent controls, banish them. That's fine. This kind of card is dead to us anyway, so you do you, boo. 20, or it's at 33, unfortunately, because of that trap effect now, though. This is not good. Oh my god, it's like playing against metaphors. They're doing more shit during my standby phase, and I'll do this entire duel. But that's fine. That's fine. Wait, is this okay, I was about to say, this thing isn't a once per turn effect? Like, then that'd be ridiculous. Thank god, we actually get to just lose now. Oh, wait a minute. Clockwork Knight turns everything to machine. But who knows if Clockwork Knight will survive. So activate Clockwork Knight. Turn everything into machines. It's at 28. So it's still got the boost, I guess, because it was currently. So I guess that makes sense. But it does reduce it enough to actually make it point for point. I guess we could attack over it. Does this thing actually have anything if it's banished? If this card is banished, you can banish one fish. Oh, God, that's so dumb. Because even if we attack over it, they could just banish a fish monster from the G. They have none. Okay. It's still not enough to get over it, unfortunately, though. Oh, this is unfortunate. Yeah, there's really not much I can really do, unfortunately. The pain of the problem is that it was only for that turn. So good. So fucking good. I don't know if it really would have mattered all too much. Because if we did summon the Zubaba in attack position, he would be at 23. But I feel they would have had some means of getting over it. If not, then that misplay potentially costed us potentially some presence. What are they going to do? Okay, so they do have a Synchro 10 play, so I don't feel so bad about that now. Sword Soul Supreme Sovereign. God, okay, it's happening. Yeah, that's great. This card will be destroyed by a card effect. You can banish one card from your GY instead. If a card is banished, you can banish one card from your opponent's field and graveyard. We don't have a graveyard, so that's not going to work because it's and. So Thank goodness. So, unfortunately, our stuff's not going to be banned, which I guess is fine. But we're still not be able to, like, really do anything. We could technically, we could always potentially get, like, a Fog Blade, pretend for attacking. Power Breaker. Yeah, I guess we just, wall up here, unfortunately. Set 1, and then, go to battle phase, because that's really going to make a difference, and then just pass turn to you, my guy. Yeah, unfortunately, not a whole lot we can actually do with this. They're just generating, like, so much, like, especially early on, they just generated so much, like, wow. Unfortunately, we just can't really contend with that. I mean, they did use quite a bit of cards, which is all cool and all, but unfortunately, like, the cards that we have were negated effectively because back to the front, we need a monster in the graveyard, then we could special summon him. But unfortunately, they had D-Prison. So it's like, kind of like the perfect storm to like everything that I didn't want to happen happened. It's a machine, thankfully, so it's not going to be getting piercing on us, which is good. But unfortunately, we're going to be starting to take some damage here. Galaxy Mirror Sage. I mean, it could float. It sure as hell could float. Honestly, I'm losing the will to continue this duel. You never know. We might get lucky. We might get a disconnect. They might scoop or something. Make a misplay. I don't know. It could happen. We'll set the Mirror Sage because Mirror Sage at least himself. Oh wait, it's from Grave. Fuck. We actually took out Cleric too. So now that I didn't have an option. Okay. Yeah, this DD Fissure is really fucking us over. It's also just kind of funny to me that every graveyard triggering card we get, the one time we have Dimensional Prison on, or D-Fissure on the Dimensional Fissure, that I'm too tired for this. That's fine. D-Prison is a trap that banishes one on attack declaration. Tribute, interesting. Enoch, Century of the Gati. This card is normally targeted. Oh, yep, it's basically a wolf bark. You can banish a fish from your hand or face up in the field, then add a goatee trap from your deck to your hand. That is actually kind of cool, actually. The fact that you can just do it once per turn and just search out the stuff, it's pretty nice. This thing is thankfully negated, so they can't go for. They could just do it in manual synchro, so that's fine. Yup. If we could somehow, I'm not saying it's going to happen now, but if we could somehow rip into Chimera Fortune Tech Dragon along with a Cyber Dragon, any type of monster, then our Clockwork Knight is going to put in so much work. Adamascipator, Risen. Okay, so do they actually have any rock support? A lot of it was Sea Serpent, fortunately. So I don't think they'll be able to really add anything. Let's see. So revealed. Yeah, all of them are fish. So that's fine. When you activate the spell or trap and you while water monsters in your GY, you can negate the another negate. That's fine. That's fine. Yep, that's good. It's not gonna activate. We're not gonna get any life points either, too, for the flip effect. And then yeah, that's fine. I can only smile for so long. All right. What can we actually, not even Phantom Blade will do anything. There's the extra Veiler. All right, so they can easily do 25 at the bare minimum. Unfortunately, Ukulele is still at 23, so it wouldn't be able to attack even over this if we tried. This thing is only going to get stronger as the game goes on. So we could set a monster, potentially special summon an extra Veiler. They could, they can't banish our cards, thank God. We'll still potentially try to get some excavations. Proceed as caution. Set and just pass. We're gonna try to hold true. I don't want to try to like scoop as often. You never know. We might get lucky with the disconnect. You never know. We just need some cards. We just need some generic good cards. Just something to give us hope. That's all we need. That's all we need. Setting another card. Okay, so that buys us another time, or turn. Fish, O-Fish, Superios, Ray of Abyss, and then another Fish Tuner. Interesting. Place them on the bottom of any order. So, I mean, the place them at the bottom of the decks, we're not going to be drawing them for quite a bit, so is it even worth it? Or do they actually have rocks? I don't know, the deck just seems a little fishy to me. Oh my god, these fish puns need to stop. They just keep coming, but they're not really scaling up. But in terms of this duel, like some of the creatures we're seeing, we have bigger fish to fry. I'm proud of myself for those.
Oh, brother, this guy stinks!
Yeah, I mean, it's still your turn, my guy. It's still your turn. Go to the battle phase. Put me out of my misery. I deserve it for these buttons. Yugioh, no! Oh, that's unfortunate. Yeah, we're taking quite a bit of damage here. We're at 500. We're still kicking, actually. Can we draw something good? Crusader of Endymion. I'm gonna go for it. Yeah, Crusader of Endymion. You're not gonna be doing much, but let's go in there. I summon Crusader of Endymion. An attack position. Why are you doing this? I'm trying to go out on my own turn, bro. I guess we're good. All right, go to combat. Oh, so that's why we're getting all the reduction. Damn, he's banished so many cards. Just swing. We're going swinging. Not gonna lie, the deck seemed like I did like their deck. Seemed pretty cool. Just unfortunately, nothing we could really contend with here. So eventually we might be able to contend with these. It's just like they're having a lot more combos than our deck can really facilitate. Unfortunately, you don't have a lot of combo synergistic cards. We're going first. I really don't like the sound of this. But okay, it's time to duel. Oh my god, these poor scapegoats. Honestly, that's pretty decent, actually. I don't like seeing Misjudge giving me PTSD from Duel Links during that era with, what was it? Like the triple coin, like, head thing for, the skill. So we have Mirror Sage, we have Steamroid, and we have Gallon. Honestly, Twilight Rhodos is kind of a dead card right now. So I think we'll actually set the Mirror Sage, kind of see what our opponent is playing. And then, potentially, you might be able to summon the Gallon, and then you equip with the Archfiend of Despair, and you get the point. Because with Gallon and the Spear, or the Staff, whatever you want to call it, it's going to make everybody on his field currently lose 950 life or attack points, which is a pretty good amount, honestly. It really is. If I could actually hope for any rank 4 that's, like, probably a rare or something like low, I would actually like to see number, what is it, 103 or 104 Ragna Zero? Like the one card you can detach and then you can pop a monster whose original attack is different than its current attack and then get to like draw the card. It would be great for removal and just card advantage, which is like killing 2 birds with 1 stone. Magician Girls. There's a chance. They're playing the Dark Magician Girl variant too. Okay. So, I mean, are they going to be playing like the Quintet like Magical Ice Fusion run? Chaos form. Okay. We don't like to see that. So we know they have a Dark Magician Girl in hand. They have probably, what is it, like Master of Chaos? Okay, so that's 6. Oh, no, that's 7. I'm sorry. I can't. Magician of Chaos. Okay. So with the Magician of Chaos, once per turn when a spell or trap is activated, you can target a card on the field and destroy it. If this ritual summon is destroyed by battle or card effect, you special summon 1 Chaos or Blackluster monster, or Chaos or Blackluster ritual soldier monster from your hand. So there's also Dark Magician while it's on the field too. Of course it is. Of course it's Dark Magician. I don't like to see that because unfortunately it just gives them more like cards they can use for the whole Dark Magician archetype. So we're going to, well, we can actually get over this. We could technically summon the Twilight Rose Knight, go into Brionic, and then try to bounce it back. I'm assuming this is probably going to be like Eternal Soul or Magician's Navigation or something. But honestly, I think the Bryonic play is probably the way to go. Ooh. If Bryonic stays... Oh, this would actually be pretty fantastic. Like, if Bryonic stays, we can then special summon the Battle Wasp, and then activate the staff after we Bryonic this, and then potentially do quite a bit of damage. So we're going to give it a shot. So first off, let's flip the Galaxy Mirror Sage. And then we're going to summon the Twilight Rose Knight, our trusty level 3 tuner. There is no applicable effect. I know. Trust me, I know, Master Duel. I know. Even if it is Magician's Navigation, it doesn't mean we're going to be dead because they don't have, like, a Dark Magician's Circle. So they won't be able to banish stuff. Or effect is activated. Okay. Dark Renewal. Target one of those monsters. Oh my god, send them both to the... Why? Fuck. Well, I was not expecting to see Dark Renewal. It took like, what, 10 years for this to actually get printed in the TCG? Only for it to come and bite me in the ass. And then they get to use their effect too. Well, I mean, the thing is that at least it gets rid of, you know, his popping effect. But unfortunately, the fact that we're losing our creatures is just annoying as fuck. I mean, we actually lost our normal summon too from that whole ordeal. Especially summon a dark spellcaster. So are they just going to go for a regular dark magician? Or what are they bringing out? They could bring out Demok. Or GY. Yeah. That's technically an option too. Is this a once per turn? Let's see, one spell or trap. No, it's not a hard once per turn. So that's fucking great. Okay. Damn it. Okay. No. Check Engrave. Magical Ice Fusion wouldn't be on board. I don't see an OTK potential next turn. I don't want to summon the Battle Wasp just yet, just to be able to take out 25 from being attacked directly. Nor do I want to set the Archfiend Staff of Despair, because I don't want them to pop it with if they activate any more spell or traps. So I think we're just going to pass turn. This is rough. Because, like, the Archfiend Staff of Despair could potentially, if we can get it on Steamroid or Steamroid preferably, we could use it to lower Magician of Chaos below our attack once we do attack declaration. And then we can summon Battle Wasp to attack twice. But the problem is, he could just pop one of our cards. So unless we can bait out the pop effect activation, there's really no point. And I don't... If we could top deck like something like Murmur of Forest, then that would be fantastic. But, you know, for the past 9 episodes, the heart of the cards has not been in our favor. Soul Servant. Place 1 card on the top of your deck that mentions Dark Magician Girl, or... Yeah. Great. That's fine. Yeah, I can't really do anything on that. During the main phase, you can banish this card from your GY. Draw cards equal to the number of Paladinium, Dark Magician, and or Dark Magician Girls with different names on the fields and in the graveyard. Soul Servant's just so good. So they're going to be drawing 2 if they banish it, because they have 1 and then Dark Magician Girl in the GY. The things we try to do. I feel what we really need to do, just for this deck in general, is just to get a few cards that do a lot on their own. Like, I would kill right now for like a Lightning Storm, Harpies. Fuck, I'll even take a Dark Hole. So many things I would love to take from even a Legacy or just a Master Pack. This is brutal. Salt Wyvern. With any luck... So... what we might try to do is just special summon the Battle Wasp. Try to bait out the popping effect and try to destroy it. Maybe then normal summon Steamroid, activate Staff of Despair. And then just try to swing over it. But then when this thing gets destroyed, it's going to summon a magician, like a Blacklist or Soldier ritual from the hand. They have 3 cards in hand. It's like, do we want to take the risk though and try to like play around what they have? You know what? Yeah, I guess we can give it a shot. There's no sense in just not doing anything, unfortunately, because like the longer we take, the more stuff they're going to be getting. So I think we can just try to special, see what happens. Magician's Navigation. Target a face up. Except for the turn was sent to the graveyard. Okay. So Magician's Navigation won't be able to stop like Steamroid's buff effect, but it can stop Archfiend's Staff of Despair next turn. But that doesn't really matter because Staff of Despair does not boost our creature. And even then, like, yeah, so that's fine. So here comes the Dark Magician. And that one was from hand. Okay. Unfortunately, though, with Staff of Despair now, though, we have to contend with Dark Magician. Which is not good, unfortunately. But there's double. I'm seeing double. And then the Dark Magician go. Defense mode. Please pop it. Please pop it. Please pop it. What? Oh, they didn't pop it. Plus, they also discarded... whatever, that's fine. Okay. Can this activate at any point in time? Let's return a card effect is activated. Dispatch Arazi when the square destroyed by battle. With an opponent's monster, you can destroy that opponent's monster. Well, I mean... the likelihood of them being able to activate a card effect... Do they have anything that's like a banish? Not currently. But the fact that they're playing Dark Magicians is probably not very hard for them to be able to whatever. Do we just go for the Dispatch Arazi or do we just... Or do we just set and pass? Can't go for that. Can't go for any of this. Yeah, we can't really go for anything here. We tried the Brionic, but it just didn't pan out. This card is destroyed by an opponent's monster. You can destroy that opponent's monster. Yeah, I think we'll just go for the Dispatch Arazi at this point. Thankfully, we don't have any like on summon effects here, so we're not going to really take anything, unfortunately. Oh shit, we special summoned the Battle Wasp. We are so good at this fucking game. We can't do Dispatch Arazi because we locked ourselves out of the extra deck. Oh man, okay. Match number 4. And honestly, even if we did go into that, even if we did have the opportunity of going to Dispatch Arazi, the likelihood of them getting like some kind of effect activation, whether it be spell, trap, or monster, pretty high. And they could just pop it, unfortunately, with the Magician of Chaos. So, unfortunately, it didn't seem like we were going to really have much of a chance anyway. That's fine. We got Green Turtle Summoner. It's a removal. We also got Satellar Knight and Voltus. 1500 defense. 14 card extra, 55 main. So I think we'll... Voltus, unfortunately, can't really do much because we don't have multiple copies of a monster. This card's into the graveyard because fit the top card of the guard of your deck. We can't do any link summons with Voltus, otherwise we would probably go for that. So we're just going to set the green summon turtle and pass turn. With any luck, they don't do really anything. Or they try to like bring in a monster and we can just, you know, pop it with this flip effect. One of the two would be fine with me. Setting. Target a monster. Okay, it's not, unfortunately, it's just not one card. It's a monster specifically. There we go. Rescue Rabbit. We actually get a... Do we just go for it? Snowball Hustle Rustle. That's kind of nice, actually. Gives us a special summon monster. I cannot special summon any monsters from machine, so I got to keep that in mind for sure. I do want to keep him face down, though, because he can at least still do something for us. Normal summon the ukulele. Yes, sir. We're playing Satellar Knights. We're playing Satellar Knights with no back row. Fear me. It's good. All right, normal. Go to combat and then swing 1800 menacingly. I mean, come on, you'd be terrified if you were being attacked by that too, wouldn't you? They'll probably actually let it go through. I mean, honestly, like, there's not a whole lot of life point loss. Oh, are we playing against Ancient God Slime again? Oh, I don't like the look of that. All right. Yeah, that is fine. That is, it's acceptable. Setting another card. Yup, Egyptian gods. Oh wait, no, it's Crystal Dragon. You know, this is from Dark Side of Dimensions. Oh, that sucks. It could actually get a search. So, are they gonna add Blue Eyes, or if I had to put my money on it, we'll probably see a Blue Eyes card being added, like one of the many Blue Eyes dragons now at this point. The Crystal Dragon, really? Could you imagine how great it would be if we actually had Metal Reflex line? Galaxy Eyes. It fits the bill. It also does have synergy as well, I guess, with Crystal Dragon, because you could special summon the Galaxy Eyes by tributing the Crystal Dragon and something else with 2K. Trade in. Oh, okay. Gonna ditch the Galaxy and grab 2 cards. Not too shabby. Galaxy Zero. That reduces its attack to 0, yeah? I cannot attack. It's been forever since I've seen this card. Cannot attack or activate its effects if it be destroyed by battle during the fire attack. Okay, so it still has its original attack, but it just can't attack. If it would be destroyed by battle, if you can destroy this card instead. If this face leaves... Oh, okay. So if 0 leaves the field, it becomes 0. Swords of Revealing Light. Oh, this is actually kind of nice. I think we'll pop the Crystal Dragon to stop them from searching. Because Galaxy Eyes can't attack, so we'll pop the Crystal Dragon. And who knows, if we can actually get... if we can actually hold off for one more turn, we might get lucky and be able to summon Mega Mobius. And then we can pop up to 3 back row, being probably 1, 2, 3. So we're going to set this, and then just hope for the rest. Dispatch Rotzi, no, I mean, he wouldn't be able to attack with the Galaxy Eye, so I don't think that's an issue for what we did. Needle Wall. This is like the one from Pharaonic Guardian, I think, that once per turn during your standby phase, roll 6-sided dice, treat your opponent's main monster zones 1 through 5. Counting from the right, destroy the monster. Oh my god. Okay. Please don't be... Okay, we're good, right? Because this is 4. Okay, so 1, 2, 3, 4. Okay, thank god. Oh my god. This is such a throwback card. Are they doing Masochist too or something? Or whatever? Seriously? Because, like, this is wild to see. Please attack the face down. Damn. All right. That's okay. I was really hoping they would attack the face down just so we could float the Galaxy Mirror Sage to get another body on board. But if we get lucky, we can draw something we can special summon and then just, you know, tribute for Mobius. Part of the cards. Glacier isn't bad, though. Glacier is not a bad rip. Unfortunately, we can't summon the Votus to attack over because of that. He would attack over with Denier, or whatever this is called. Decider. When a card is effective that would inflict damage to you, this is in your GY. Return this in the effect to reduce at 0. Okay. So yeah, honestly, I don't see any real value from going into Dispatch Rotzi at this current time, because this thing would be what I want it to activate it with. So we'll do this. Luckily, if he attacks this, we'll, you know, crash. If he attacks this, it'll just float itself, hopefully. And we got to get lucky again, too, with the Needle Wall. So we want to avoid a 2 and a 3. Just a 2 or 3 is not what we want to see. Oh, thank God. Okay, 4 again. Okay, good. That's kind of like what we'd like to see. Setting a card, I like to see that too. Mirage Dragon. Hopefully, such a classic card, by the way. Rise of Destiny, I believe. It also came out with Pitch Dark Werewolf, which is like the same thing, effect-wise, preventing your opponent from activating battle traps during the battle phase, which is kind of good because like this is like when Sakuretsu's armor and what is it? Mirror Force is like super relevant. Blackluster Soldier of Chaos. I did not expect to see that. This card is Link Summon using a level 7 or higher. It cannot be targeted with card effects. Also cannot be destroyed by your opponent's card effects. Banish a card. Yeah, they banished the right one too. Yeah, we'll do Voltus so we can kind of scry the top 3. Remember, the Force is dead to us because it can't do anything. No. Go for... Yeah, we'll go for that. That's fine. I think Swords is also gone next turn. Let's see. So, this card is, once card, you can activate it. Okay, cool. So, it's only when it destroys a monster by battle. We can also set our little penguin, dude. Yeah, set penguin. We've been getting lucky with 4, so, but... odds in our favor that it would not be 4, right? I'm not a statistic major, but I want to say having it 3 times being 4 in a row seems very unlikely. So we'll set the penguin. If they have something to deal with the penguin, we can bounce back to the creature. If they attack directly, it's fine. Oh, wait, shit. Penguin can't target. Well, hopefully they actually summon another monster or something. We could also actually bounce back like a trap or something, too. So I guess it's not all hope is lost. So that's fine. 2. All right. We got out of that slot just in time. So yeah, I guess we can always bounce the Needle Wall so we can like dodge a turn of that. So that's fine. Yeah, so Penguin takes the damage. Sure. Honestly, I'm assuming he'll probably go for the additional attack. I mean, I would do that. Yeah, exactly. The 15 is kind of cool, but getting an extra attack for 3k just seems pretty cool too. We will bounce back. I mean, it really doesn't matter. They could just reactivate it during our phase, so we'll just bounce this one. I do like how Penguin is pretty flexible, though, and the fact that we could choose. Okay, so then he's coming. So this is 25. Wait, they're not attacking again? Bro! Why? Why wouldn't you not attack? That's fine. I think we actually need to have... while you control a spell. So even that wouldn't work anyway. Ugh. Why is this so hard today? Why is this such a challenge today? I completely forgot he required a spell or the trap in the zone. But I guess it kind of worked out for us.
No. He's got a point.
Needle Wall, that's fine. I don't think it's going to be 5. Okay, good. So that is good to see. What does this thing do? This is like, each time you exceed somebody, you inflict 500 points to your opponent. Love it. All right, that's fine. Dark, make a second attack. Yeah, there's your second direct attack. They actually could have had us at 13 if they actually went with the second attack from last turn. But, I mean, I'm not complaining. With any luck, we can be able to draw into, like, a spell or trap. Not sure what we would want to see, but... Murmur of the Forest. Oh, yeah, we searched out for that. Unfortunately, we can't target this, but the thing is, we can still use this to fulfill the condition for Snowplow Hustle Rustle. So I think we just have to go for that. And then, fortunately, because he's not going to be destroying a monster, he's not going to get a second attack. So it's only going to be taking the 3k plus if they summon anything else, which at that point, we could just summon the Snowplow Hustle Bristle. Good. That's what we like to see. You destroy this card if you do inflicting 100 points. It doesn't negate the attack, so we got to summon a defense position. Oh, that's fine. It still allows us a special summon, so that's fine. Denier, do your thing. It's another normal summon too, so that's something to be mindful of for any links. And we've already passed the standby phase for Needle Wall's activation, so I guess that's good to see too. Yeah, that's fine. He's still going. Fusion Destiny? Oh my god, unfortunately we can't. Well, I mean, they could have gone from the deck anyway, so please don't be Phoenix Enforcer. It's Phoenix Enforcer. I mean, if they destroy, yeah, that's cool. Because technically we could summon Skyle. Yeah, I mean, that's fine technically. All right, activate the effect. Normal. This card can activate one of these effects. Okay, so he has to destroy by battle. So I think Red Rose. All right. Not gonna really do anything for us. So we have a level 1 on the field, but I don't think we have any Synchro 3s. So yeah, we only have fucking 5. That's even taking TG, so that's even completely dead to us. So we're gonna normal summon the Spear Holder. We're not gonna use this effect. There's really no point. Yeah, we'll make it a tuner. Why not? Sure. Target this one. Please do not. Oh, interesting. Let's see. Once per turn during either get this card's struck. God, that's so dumb. I don't even know why we're even trying at this point anymore. They could just use DPE, unfortunately, to pop whatever we equip the card to. Who knows? Maybe we'll get lucky and they don't do that. Equip it by 1,000. No, we have to unfortunately go for the Megamorph. Archfiend Staff, it's too slow. It doesn't do any... Because unfortunately the DPE's like reduction in attack is kind of relevant. So we're just going to go for power. Nintendo power. Activate the Megamorph only for it to get destroyed due to DPE. Most likely. So this would boost it up to 4k if it resolves. Yep, there it is. There it is. Yeah. You do you, man. Misclick. So the DPE is going in. So, yep, fuck this. All right, no. We can't do anything. DPE is going to come back. We're going to have nothing on board. God. But who would have thought Destroyer Phoenix Enforcer? Who would have thought? All right. Silver, why do you do this to me? We're not even in gold yet. Ninjas. Oh man. We're gonna go second. I want the extra draw. Maybe give us a little bit more time to figure out what we're gonna do. Yo, they got the Slifer pack. What are you guys' thoughts, by the way, about the like the Egyptian god like celebration thing? Woke up, saw we got like a raw or like obelisk. I'm like, oh man, too bad we can't use obelisk. It at least would give us something, but this looks cool. I remember back in the day, I actually had like a figurine of like Slifer when I was like a kid, and it looked just like that. Same design, everything. Let's see. So they're playing Magician's Robe with the set card face down. Interesting. Magician's Robe is only 700. Princess of Pumpkin, the Princess of Ghosts can actually get over it. I mean, they're clearly setting us up for something. During your opponent's turn, you can discard a spell card, special summon a magician from your deck. During your opponent's turn, if you activate a spell or trap during the effect from this in your graveyard, you can special summon this card. Unfortunately, I don't like to see that. If they destroy Pump Princess, we'll be able to at least have like the pumpkin counter on. They'll be continuously losing attack. I mean, that is something to look into. We can also then start equipping our stuff the next turn to Galvin. Make him a 27 attack hunter monster. If anything, if we get lucky and this thing actually just gets destroyed natively instead of banished, then we could just use her effect to start reduction. Another Dark Renewal. We have Murmur of the Forest, but that's not going to do anything, unfortunately. Maybe on our follow-up turn it will, depending what they summon. Just Dark Magician. Okay. Does that trigger Magician's Robe because it's now in the graveyard during our effect when they activated a card? No, I guess not. Okay, so at least that's good to see. Pass turn. I don't want to set the Murmur of the Forest just yet. Because in case they do something like Magician of Chaos or Master of Chaos, whatever it was, the one that like can pop something, we can use Murmur of the Forest to like book it, or they can just like, you know, chain or something. Battle phase. I swear, if we see a second Dark Renewal in the same game, we might have a moment. No, I'm just kidding. All right, how did the cards draw? Lotus. They could summon the Robe, most likely. Banish it when it leaves. That can open up to potential links. If they're playing they're playing 3 cards in the extra deck and 60 card main deck. Oh, that's a beefy deck. All right. I really don't want to do this, honestly. I think we got to go for it. Yeah. Because, I mean, if it gets destroyed, then we could just reduce the Dark Magician, but there'll be 27, so we can attack over and do 200 if this goes through. Honestly, with like Magician's Navigation, Dark Renewal, all the stuff that we're seeing, I'm not... Oh my god. A second Dark Renewal. I even mentioned it too. I just didn't think it would actually come to fruition. Did I manifest this upon myself? If that's the case, that's fucking funny. Yeah, here comes the Magician's Robe now that it's actually been in the graveyard simmering there. Yeah, special summon it, that's fine. Yeah! That's great. That's very great. That's fantastic. Yep. I find it both hilarious and infuriating at the same time. More on the funny side. So they're tributing it off. Is that going to be a DMG? Yep, DMG. So that's 48 right there. So we're not dead yet. We're still technically in by 400. Even with the boost from... Actually, shit. One card too late. Well, even then, we wouldn't be able to make, unfortunately, anything really big. So we do... Lotus will become 25. We attack over the DMG. And then, yeah, because we can't... It's 800, okay. Because we could do Votus, summon, destroy DMG. We don't want to destroy DM just yet, because if we destroy DM, then, yeah, then... Actually, that'd be 25 for 25, so we wouldn't be able to do that anyway, because then DMG can just attack over it. Okay, so I'm actually asking for this. Can we hit a third Dark Renewal? Can we hit a third Dark Renewal? Yeah, we'll actually activate its effect. It's not going to do anything, but sure. Steamroid, Gamar, Nordic, and the Snowplow House of Russell. Interesting. All right, so Reptilian Rage. Gonna equip it to our dude. Become a Fiend Reptile. And then we're gonna go to combat. They could literally just summon anything and attack over if they just crash the DM. So unfortunately, we're not doing too good. I really wish this was a quick effect, but it's not. Or a quick play. They just need any monster, pretty much almost any monster, besides Robe. I don't think Robe would actually be able to do it. Actually, Robe would be able to do it, and it doesn't even matter because Chocolate Magician Girl's a thing. 1,000 Knives. Reptilian Rage triggers though, at least. Alright, equip it to that one. Yeah, that's fine. Yep. They got it. They got it. The game's like, no, bro, you're not even gonna allow you to surrender. Wow. But 2 Dark Renewals? Seriously? Man, today's just been brutal. I do at least want to try to get at least 1 W. Another Unchained. I mean, we haven't faced off against this player. I don't think so. I think a lot of people just like the Unchained, like, 8. Which is fine. It's a good doggo. We're going first. Honestly, maybe getting reset to bronze to kind of just foster up more packs could be a good thing. We have Plasma and Fog Blade along with Yugioh. So we at least have some power on board and negates, which is kind of nice. But I'm not really looking up to what we're facing off against here. So, you know what? Let's try to make it seem like we're playing an obnoxious control stall deck. So we'll summon it Yugioh, and then the Fog Blade and just pass turn. I'm done setting. I'm done T-setting for today. Agents. Oh man. I don't think we want that to resolve, do we? They get to add an agent from the deck to the hand. So I know there's... I don't know what the new agents do. On its... I think that's fine. Because I don't know what came... Well, if there's any new agent support after freaking... whatchamacallit. The stuff from Duelist Alliance. Agent of Life, Neptune. You can discard this card. Let's actually take a little bit of a gander here. You discard this card, special summon 1 the agent monster from your hand or graveyard. Or if you can summon a Hyperion monster instead. Neither monster contribute a monster summoned with this effect until the end of your turn. Neither play contributed monster until summoned with this effect until the end of your... Interesting. Okay. Are they just gonna go for a new agent monster I'm not familiar with, or are they gonna go for Shine Ball or the Shine Ball generator Venus? Because I mean, Venus would be a pretty good pop-off just because it can make a bunch of like special summonables. Which, if that's the case, we do have Fog Blade. Wait, did they? Oh, interesting. I mean, it was what we thought. So we'll just do the Fog Blade here and stop the Agent of Creation from doing anything. It's not going to stop them from Link summoning, but at least we could still, hopefully, prevent them from summoning a bunch of Shine Balls. Hot Prosperity. Okay. So they're digging for cards. I kind of like that. Because it potentially means they don't have like anything in their hand, right? Hyperion. Yeah, that's pretty fucking good. But they're gonna go for the Sacred Waters in the Sky. So activate the Sacred directly or add a monster that mentions it. They're gonna go for Hyperion. Sacred in the Sky. If a monster that mentions it would be destroyed by, you can banish this. Good, very good stuff. It seems like they're just playing like the retrain from the agents. So they're gonna summon that. They're gonna bring out Hyperion. Yep. Let's see. This card is banished. You get Ag Sanctuary. Yo, Neptune, you popping off there, dude. You can banish the life from your GY and then start popping things. Fortunately for us, they don't have any things in the GY, but they can Link summon at this point, probably, or Synchro even at that. And then they could just start popping. What? What? The Winged Dragon of Ra? Why are people splashing Ra on so many things? Master Flare Hyperion. This thing looks badass. You can send the Ancient Monster from the dimensions to the end of phase becomes its name. Oh, yep, here comes the Shine Balls. That is actually pretty cool. When your opponent activates a card effect, you can banish a fairy monster, and then target card on the field. Banish. Oh, God, this thing is actually pretty good. But it loses that effect, so it's just the Agent of Creation Venus. But, I mean, still, they're going to be able to get a ton of popping off. Yep. Ra in the flesh. How the fuck was I supposed to know they're going to summon Ra?
That's the neat thing. You don't.
All right. Yeah, they're going to pay 100 until they... Yeah. Karibo. Wait a minute. The Agent of... The battle becomes 0. Oh my god. Can we please draw Fire Trooper? For the love of God, give me Fire Trooper. Okay, so they can't pay to destroy our stuff, which is good. Only we could... Let's return. No, we can't do that, unfortunately. Loses 800 attack. That's great. That's great. They don't have any more shine balls, right? They have maybe 1 left. Okay. Honestly, set. Because we actually do have very little, but we have some burn. And we also have things that can, you know, bounce this thing back. This thing can be targeted, so that's going to be something that we need to keep it out for. Like, it's not hopeless. There is potential. It's just a matter of getting, like, into one of the few cards that can actually do it. If they didn't have the Sanctuary in the Sky, we actually would have won. But, of course, they wouldn't have committed that much if they were confident they were going to avoid battle damage. Oh, man, they did that. Well, do we have anything with piercing? I don't think so, actually. I don't think we have anything with piercing. And we need to hurry and draw something, too, because if they draw an effect negator, then, you know, it's all over. Draw. Steam run. Nope, not good enough. Not good enough. Though we actually are going to keep on the Steamroid. We'll probably just set the Endymion in pass turn. Because even like if we drew Megamorph, we could actually reduce Raw to 55. Oh god, no. Yeah, that's fine. Oh god, they can even summon from the grave. Oh, they have Sanctuary in the Sky. That's right. Fuck, man. Yep. Oh. I mean, it doesn't matter. They're gonna use Hyperion's effect twice, right? Because they can. Because they have the Sanctuary in the Sky. Yep. All right. Oh. The Winged Agent of Ra. I did not see that coming. I really didn't. All right. We were technically close too. All right. Let's give it another shot. Let's give it another shot. I don't like the look of this. The Master of Chaos deck box and everything. DM. I think we'll go second. I want the extra draw. And unfortunately, we have a whole lot of negation to like try to disrupt board building. You actually open up with a DM card. That's hilarious. 10 card extra deck, 59 card main deck. Interesting. The reason why I mainly check that is because like sometimes, again, when there's more than 40 cards, sometimes there might be consistency issues. But of course, like with players playing like much more current Yu-Gi-Oh cards, that's not really much of an issue because they have shit like this, Illusion of Chaos. You can reveal this card at a DM or a non-ritual monster that mentions it from your deck to your hand. Timaeus. Yep, that's fine. That is totally fine. Then place 1 card from the top of your deck. When your opponent activates a card effect, you can return this card in hand. If you do special summon DM from your graveyard, if you do, negate the activation of the card. Great, that's fine. Back to square one is okay. We'll probably set these two, the princess and the back to the front. Potentially some of the extra Veiler. I don't really anticipate any burn damage because I want to get extra Veiler on the field so we could potentially go for the back to the front and then use Mobius as a tribute summon. Maybe. We do have Murmur of the Forest, which is kind of nice because it allows us to target a face-up monster to face down. God, it's so dumb how it's just... Oh, God, the Magician's Souls. So much consistency. Well, just searchability and manipulation. End phase. Interesting. Did not expect that. Dealer's Choice. It is a card we can't activate it like on the fly, so it's okay to see that. Very interesting. I mean, it kind of does open up the ability. So let's see. Place one. This is going to be a little bit too slow, unfortunately, because it's during each standby phase. So it's going to be 200 reduction each turn. So that'll put Mobius within about a turn or two, enough to deal with it. So I kind of do want to resolve the Pump Princess. So we're going to keep her on the field face down, unfortunately. We'll set this, though, in pass turn. And then maybe, if anything, we might just use Dealer's Choice, some of the Magician of Dark Illusion. If everything lives, then we'll potentially summon the Mobius of Mega Monarch and then activate back to the front if something happens. Yep, Timaeus. Send a spellcaster or a spell that mentions Dark Magician. Wait, does that actually mention Dark Magician? Check really quick. I can spend a monster or spell chart that mentions Dark Magician. Interesting. I guess Magician counts. Sure. Timaeus is fine. I can't really do much on that anyway. The legendary dragon, Timaeus. That's fine. God, shut up. Oh, this thing is just putting in so much work, and he's just basically rotating the card like 100, like just rotating it. That's all they're doing. And it's just putting in so much work just by just doing that. And the fact they can also fusion some of Timaeus is concerning as well. Because we know they have Magician's Souls in their hand. They're just not using it. Speak of the devil. Yep, that's fine. Especially summon a Dark Magician or Dark Magician Girl from your GY. I mean, notice there's a lot of like sudden popularity of Dark Magician based decks for Magician Girls. Maybe we just didn't really come across them too often in the previous installments. Or maybe people are just getting excited for the Dark Magician structure I think that the OCG got recently. So they're going to go for a fusion summon. Can't really do much on that. So we're going to see the Knight, or what are we going to be seeing here? Yep, Dark Magician to Dragon Knight. I mean, honestly, this one isn't terrible to deal with right now. It's only 3k. And the main thing that was kind of annoying with this is that, like, if you combine this with Eternal Soul, it just becomes very annoying. But this is okay. They don't have Eternal Soul right now. They're also destroying our Pump Princess, which is going to be good because it's going to now bring this card potentially down to, you know, what we want it to be at. So that's good. So Pump Princess is fine for being destroyed. We can also, if we really wanted to, we can even target Murmur and just like place it face down. Because this thing will only add 1 counter. Dealer's Choice. We don't have anything in the grave, so Dealer's Choice would probably be something we wouldn't want to do. So we'd be able to get an extra draw, and then also, of course, ooh, Blue Brawler. Blue Brawler is actually really good to see. Magician's Rod. We'll discard the Blue Brawler, because we could just bring it back with back to the front. That's fine. And then we're going to chain a Magician of the Dark Illusion. How does it feel, buddy? No, I'm just kidding. That's fine. Magician's Rod, does it have extra anything in river? I don't think there's really anything inherently. Okay, so they can add it if they activate a spell or trap. So that's... Wow. Oh, it's a 2. Yeah, I mean, that's fine. Use her effect to get an additional counter. Because it's an optional ability. Put it down to 29. Mobius still can't get it over it, unfortunately. We could always go for the Murmur, I guess. Attack over it. I still have no idea what this is, but I'm not too concerned about that. So use Murmur to just put this thing face down. Yeah. That's fine. We're going to tribute... Oh, this feels... Is this what I really want to do? Hang on. Unfortunately, so that's a 10. That's going to be a 5. We don't have anything in the extra that we can really do. Yeah. Too bad we can't make our own copy. All right, that's fine. We'll go with Mobius. That's fine. And besides, a lot of Dark Magician like traps are pretty reactive. What are we going to call it? So it's fine. We'll just go for Mobius. No. No. We're the ones with the board. No way. All right, and then Mobius, we're gonna swing over his DM, the Dragon Knight guy. Yeah, that's fine. And then I guess ultimately, at worst comes to worst, we could just use back to the front to bring back Blue Brawler and just stall until they have like vanishing effects. Yeah, so that's something we have access to. Yep. Just get all the counters on Pump Princess. We got 2. So that puts it down to 200 reduction, which, God, that stupid card. It's so good. I don't like it because they can just search for stuff. They can get like what they need. Yeah, Magician's Soul sounds pretty good there, dude. Somebody slip me a copy of Mind Crush, please. Somebody slip me a copy of Mind Crush. Since card of the G1, special summon a Dark Magician. Yep, that's fine. If they're just going for a standard Dark Magician, it won't be too bad to deal with. Or are they going to go for a DMG? Because honestly, there's plenty of Dark Magician creatures in there. There's 3. Oh, they can do it from the grave. I forgot about that. But I mean, they do match point for point, thanks to Pump Princess. So that's fine. If they anticipate on crashing, we could just use back to the square one to bring back Mobius. Are they going to crash? Or do they have Kiwis for Magician Girls only, right? Well, let's let this happen. Let's see where it goes. So I guess they just really wanted to do that for the crash? Yeah, that's kind of what it seems like. You send a spellcaster spell that mentions from your hand or face it to the GY, special summon Timaeus. Timaeus is going to be a 25 by the time it goes back to our starts. Thank God they got rid of this shit. Okay. So Timaeus is... We don't want to see it, but it's there. If they just end their turn, that'll be the best case scenario. Oh my God. Let's go. All right. Activate back to the front. And then we'll bring back Mobius, the Mega Monarch. Bam. All right, cool. So with the Mobius, we can just attack over the dragon from Filler, the Filler Dragon Arc. Yeah. Okay. Twilight Rose Knight probably in defense position. After we activate this. The thing I really like about this is that they're just using a lot of cards at this point. Like if we can get them into a position where they're just like top decking or close to it, that will make me a happy camper. There's no way we're gonna be able to attack over that with Twilight, so I'm not even gonna bother. With Timaeus, it's not a quick effect, thankfully. Nor does this let me think that they actually have any other fusion opportunities, because they would have done it into Timaeus, right? I think that's gonna be it. Pass turn. You actually have lead. Oh my God, this fucking Karibo. This thing never goes away. Continue main. No, that's fine. I mean, it's something we have to deal with. This thing is just so good. Okay. Yeah, activate the... This thing is putting in some work. I like it. I really like this. As long as we can just keep up our momentum, it'll be fine. What does that look like? I don't know. I really don't like to see this, especially after all the onslaughts of Dark Renewal. I really don't like to see any back row. Yo! Yes! Holy shit! All right. Thank God. Let's go. Ooh, we got 3 legacy packs. Okay. I'm happy with that. The struggle was real, but finally, let's go. Okay. That actually brings a smile to my face. All right, let's go to the shop. Let's go to the shop. All right. This is it. We worked for this. 1 master pack, please. Please RNG, if you're listening, be gentle. Please, something good. An SR. Okay. Oh, we come in with the Utopia too. Oh, what are we gonna get? What do we get? All right. Bear. Bear would, if this was a warrior, this would be great because we can use it for a Durendal or Infernal Durendal. But if we actually do get copies of like Tenki or just other things, this could be really good because Bear, we could just simply use it to remove a fire formation spell to the graveyard and then destroy a monster. Pretty good. Very selective removal, but still something. Despian Tragedy. This card sent to the graveyard to banished by a card effect. Too specific. Once per turn, you can target a fairy monster you control. Equip this to a card or unequip it and special summon it. No, unfortunately, Valkyrie Chariot doesn't do anything. Borreload Riot Dragon. Anytime we see a ritual card, it pains us because we need 2 cards to make it work. We can ritual summon with heavily interlock. When your opponent would special summon a monster, you can negate the special summon if you do destroy that monster, and then destroy this card or one rocket monster you control. If this card is in your GY, you can target a Boral or a rocket monster in your GY, destroy one card you control in your hand. If you do, add that target to your hand. Not bad for the strategy. Flying Pegasus Railroad Stampede. If this card is normal or special summon, you can add an Earth Machine monster. You can target an Earth Machine monster in your GY, except for itself. It's special summon defense position, but its effects are negated. You can target one other face-up monster you control. The level of that monster becomes this. You can target one other face-up monster you control. The level of that monster or this card becomes the level of the other. You cannot declare the attacks you have to. Oh my god, this is pretty good. This opens up some like rank 4s or even rank 10 shenanigans, because if we have Snowplow Hustle Rustle in the graveyard, we might be able to technically special summon that, I think. Maybe. Unless it's not going to allow us to do it, but this is actually pretty good. Earth Machine support, hell yeah. It's also 1800 attack. Yeah, that's good. That is really good, actually. Scrap Hunter. Once per turn, you can target. Nope, we don't have any scraps. Trickstar. Nope, we don't have any Trickstars. Spriggan's Kit. If you have a fusion monster that mentions Fallen of Albaz. Out of the 2 of the cards that we actually pulled today, Bear and Flying Pegasus Railroad Stampede are great. This card is definitely going to the deck instantly. We're going to replace like one of our weaker monsters and summon it with that. That's good. I'm very happy that we pulled that card, actually. There might be a little bit of combos we can make with that. And now we have our legacy packs. We have 3 of them. Please, let's be good. All right, so first legacy pack. There's so many things we can get that are considered legacy. Jinzo Returner. This card can attack directly. When this card is sent to the graveyard, target a Jinzo near your graveyard special summon, but destroys the end phase. Dang, if only we had Jinzo. Please be Jinzo. Terminal World. When this card, both players skip the main phase too. I guess we're playing Duel Links all of a sudden. Just kidding. Pack number 2. Oh my god, yo! This is actually a Pendulum monster! Oh my god, we actually unlocked Pendulum Summoning, I think. I think the other card we have was with a low scale. We actually unlocked a Pendulum monster. If a monster is Pendulum Summon, return this card of the Pendulum Zone to the hand. That's not too bad, actually. When this card is normal summon, you can send all graveyard to all... When this card is normal summon, you can send to the graveyard all speller your opponent controls or in the same column as the card in your Pendulum Zones. Once per turn during the next phase, this card's normal summon, return this card to the hand. That's not too bad, actually. It's kind of removal, but it just opens up for Pendulum Summoning. This legacy pack slaps, actually. Balloon Lizard. Oh my god, this thing is an old school. Let's see. So put a counter in this card during your standby phase, and this card is a short inflict. Too slow, unfortunately. But thank god we actually got Pendulums and Flying Stampede. Oh, Dark Scorpion Gorg the Strong. This is actually part of the Dark Scorpions, like one of the more first archetypes or like kind of like lore themes, I think, in Yu-Gi-Oh! I want to say these were introduced in Dark Crisis, and they actually kind of have like a part in GX. It's a tribute summon. When this card inflicts battle damage, you can activate one of the effect, target a monster they control, return to the top of the deck, or send the top card of the graveyard to the GY. It's all right. I mean, being at 1800 attack for a level 5, it's kind of rough, but it's still kind of a cool part of Yu-Gi-Oh's history. While you have no cards in your hand, this card is in attack position. It cannot be destroyed by a monster. That 1000 attack is saying, yeah, not going to happen, buddy. Okay, but honestly, this is good. Korobi. It's good. Let's do some quick deck edits. All right, and after just some of the initial polls that we pulled up, this is what we're going to be actually working with. So some of the cards we did add, we added the Flying Pegasus Railroad Stampede. We also did actually add another Earth machine that we actually pulled earlier in the series, being Monster Express. It could just be something we can combine it if we want to have more, Earth machines to be able to summon off with Flying Pegasus. We did add our 2 pendulums. Unfortunately, it's a 6 and a 9 scale, which still leads the potential of special pendulum summoning Magician, Dark Illusion, and Mobius. Plasma unfortunately doesn't fit the bill. Snowplow Hustle Rustle is still an Earth machine that does work with Pegasus Stampede. So we could potentially special summon this guy back if he does get outed. So again, just really good that we got this. I kind of went through our cards. Unfortunately, we don't have anything that we could really utilize, like in terms of Xyz summoning, but I feel like this potentially could be a good stepping stone to something really great. Plus, its attack at 1800 is still pretty good too. Some of the other cards that we did introduce as well, aside from this, and some of the cards that we did remove from the deck were some of the more situationals. Like we did take out one of our 1800 attack monsters. We took out the ukulele, unfortunately. Stellar Knight ukulele is just not doing anything. We also took out our Nordic Beast. Again, initially I thought it'd be kind of cool if we just summon him to like smack into something face down, which sure, it still happens, but it's still just going back to the opponent's hand. So it doesn't really do a whole lot for us to advance the game state. Like if we were dealing with some like really annoying cards, like Marshmallow or Spirit Reaper maybe, but this is just not doing anything. We also did remove just basically some other cards that like I've just noticed were too dead for too often. So this is currently what we're going to be working with here. It's interesting how it's kind of like revolving seemingly a little bit more around Earth machines and like defensive stuff and like machines, but it's still something that is working. But all right, that's going to be it for me for now. Until next time.